I did. It's a silly hobby of mine. You tend to have many hobbies when you have eternity stretched out before you. I've had centuries of practice, so I could probably serve to be a little better. But I find myself lacking a muse lately. My inspiration is gone. Though I'm sure I'll find one soon. Ezra uses wards to protect the shop, just to be cautious. There's plenty of nasty little things lurking around here who would quite like to get their hands on his wares. "13, including me, so relatively small. And yes, there are catacombs that run right beneath us. It's quite cozy down there, actually." Hey, don't look at me like that. It is, I swear. We take full advantage of the fact that we have somewhere safe and comfortable to live during daylight hours, without confining ourselves to caves or boarded-up dives. I don't have a partner right now, no. I can't say I'm interested in getting into relationships with my own kind. There are many ways to cure loneliness. However, being immortal is inherently lonely, regardless of your relationship status. Humans, of course. Quite lucky indeed. Oh, but you're so easy to tease. I do enjoy making you blush. The color suits you. You know, I can feel every hitch in your breath, every rush of blood in your veins, the steady and not so steady beat of your heart. There's no hiding from me, Hunter. My instincts are not something I can switch off. But you really have no reason to hide. I'm not going to hurt you, unless you ask nicely. Humans. We offer the town protection, so most of them tend to be quite grateful to us. There are some who are less than thrilled about my presence, though, so don't be fooled. Because I'm still a vampire. The former head of my clan, my sire, was not interested in offering the town any kind of protection. Though we did not hunt near here, word travels.
Well, well, what have we here? You get the attention of all the pretty ones, don't you, Casimir?
Hello, Piper. Ignore her. She's just bitter that Willenheim has her doing grunt work tonight. Isn't that right, Merriman?
Everyone else gets a night off, and yet here I am, shouting at drunkards for getting too handsy with the sweet stand.
Well, you give us the creeps. So I guess we're even, aren't we?
Says the dead man. Fingers crossed for no horrible murders.
I've been compared to worse. I'll take it. At least she can hold her liquor. Come on, let's have a look around. Don't I always? Would you like to watch the fireworks? We don't have to. They're not exactly impressive, and I've seen them more than a few times in my lifetime. But if you want... Let's go for a walk. I want to show you my favorite place here in Lunaris. It's not far. Come on. I come here often. It's one of the only places that I can find a little peace, other than the graveyard. Oh, just a good 660-something years ago, give or take. But that's okay, because I have places like this that still look wonderful in the darkness. And good company helps too. Yes. Beautiful.
It feels young and inexperienced. It's beneath our skill level. Beneath us. You're the highest rank here, General. Do we move on and let these two handle it? Or do you fancy working out some tension? That's what I was hoping you'd say. I haven't had a good fight in what feels like forever. Not today, sweetheart. Put her out of her misery. We'd better get going. August will be having an absolute bitch fit.
You're here. It's not good news, as I'm sure you can tell. We cannot identify the... There is no body, again. Nothing but, well, I don't need to repeat such monstrous details. You've read the reports from the previous murders. Much of the same ghastliness.
This cannot keep happening, August!
Thank you, Piper, for your input. I didn't know this was upsetting. I assumed everyone was enjoying this. I suggest you keep your thoughts to yourself in such a situation, unless you have any useful insight.
Yes. Sorry, General.
Hunters, any mages present will patrol the immediate area. Generals will head further afield and begin an extensive perimeter search. I want no stone unturned here. Any juniors need to get the hell out of here. You're not equipped to even think about dealing with whatever this thing is. And I won't be responsible for your demise. Anyone else present is to report back to headquarters immediately. We'll need people on the ground in order to reassure the townsfolk. I don't want this causing widespread panic. It's damage control time. I appreciate your concern, Hunter, really. Anything that ails me is my fault and mine alone. You'll be the first to hear if anything significant happens. I'll send a messenger to retrieve you when the victim has been identified.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you safe. Oh, James. James was assigned as my very first hunter the moment we both graduated at 18. He'd shown remarkable promise in school, basically skipping all of the junior nonsense that they force on you. I, too, had impressed, so we were placed together in the hopes that we'd become unstoppable. We were inseparable in the field together for decades, until I took this post as Lieutenant General. But, as well as being my subordinate, he was also my partner, my husband. For nearly 10 years, yes. But we'd known each other forever. I failed the hunter initiation quite dramatically, and he was taken away to his father's home country to train to become what I'd always dreamed of becoming. Life had other plans for me, but we still found each other in the end. He used to joke that we were destined. The romantic fool. I really don't think it's sunk in that he's gone just yet. I keep thinking he's going to walk through my door, covered head to toe in blood and grime, with a stupid, wonderful grin on his face. They say that people deal with grief differently, but I haven't quite figured mine out just yet. I apologize for not telling you, but it was important to me that I could trust you first. My judgment has been impaired, I'll admit it, though this turn of events isn't exactly what I expected. All I can think about now is justice. About the others that died before him and what we could have done to stop it. What I could have done to stop it. Find Augustus. They can help. They specialize in psionic magic, and this certainly falls into that category, I assume. Trust no one else with this, do you understand? He was a cocky son of a bitch, but it worked well for him in the field. He was never careless, though. I often found myself watching him instead of paying attention to whatever was attacking us. Luckily, he could fight well enough to protect us both, or I'm sure we'd have been in trouble. A lot of enforcers choose to stay cooped up in a stuffy office away from all that danger. Working with James made me not want to miss a thing. We were unbearable to be around, I'm sure. Well, apparently he appears to have taken a liking to you. It's only fair for you to put a face to the name, I suppose. What happened tonight could have been prevented. It's unacceptable that we were so aware of the looming threat, and yet we let our guard down and lost another life. This cannot happen again. There's nothing more you can do here until we've identified the victim. Get some rest. It's late. You're dismissed, Hunter.
Distracted, are we? I can imagine. I'm just glad to see that you're okay. I was worried for you when you ran off back there. Nothing like a good murder to ruin such a moment, hmm? You know, they'll have your head for treason if they hear you joking about such things. Regardless, I really am happy that you're safe. I had fun with you. That's a bold way to speak of your Lieutenant General, but I don't doubt your instincts. I've lost loved ones, and it's never easy. The mind needs time to heal after such trauma, and all Harry is doing is delaying his grief. I'm sorry you've been kept so in the dark. I can sense that you're frustrated, and I don't blame you. As much as I may not agree with certain information being withheld, it truly is for your safety. I'm aware that you require no assistance. But think about the hunters that were killed. They were of your caliber, your rank. The best of the best, as the enforcers love to say. The thought of you ending up like them is not a pleasant one. We may not have known you for very long, but we don't want to see you get hurt. I've certainly grown quite fond of you. That's for you to decide. So, tell me, Hunter, what does that tricky little gut of yours tell you about all of this? About us? What do you feel? I was expecting some brilliant insight into your investigation, but I'm more than happy to discuss our date. I cannot believe that you would dismiss our evening together as anything other than a date, especially after you seduced me so beautifully. It takes two to tango, as they say. I'm just teasing, though. I do not take offense if you didn't see it as such. I had a good time regardless. I was rather upset our night together ended so abruptly, but duty calls, right? You are quite lovely, you know? Sweet dreams, fair hunter. I daren't keep you from your rest much longer. Ah, alas, you have a town to save. Plus, the night is still young, for a creature like myself. A pleasure as always. And remember, we've got your back. Should we find anything of interest overnight, I'll come running. Daylight permitting, of course. Good night, Hunter.